What happens when Hollywood's most revered actress faces a talk show host who thinks he can bully anyone into submission? Tonight, we're diving into the jaw-dropping showdown between Meryl Streep and Jimmy Kimmel that ended with security escorting the three-time Oscar winner off the set in a moment that shocked the world and exposed Kimmel's true colors. This wasn't just an interview, it was a brutal ambush that unraveled into chaos, leaving Kimmel's reputation shattered. Before we unravel this unbelievable story, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below on which celebrity you think could take on Kimmel in a debate. The Jimmy Kimmel Live studio was buzzing with anticipation as Meryl Streep, the gold standard of acting, walked out to promote her latest film, a searing drama about media manipulation and journalistic ethics, a project close to her heart. At 75, Streep's presence was commanding, her warm smile lighting up the room as the audience erupted in thunderous applause, a testament to her decades of iconic roles. She settled into the guest chair, poised, gracious, ready for what she thought would be a thoughtful chat about her work. Jimmy Kimmel, behind his desk, flashed his familiar grin, but something in his eyes hinted at trouble, a glint of mischief that set the stage for disaster. "So, Meryl," Kimmel began, voice smooth, "great to have you back. Your new movie, you play a journalist who takes on the powerful, relate to that personally." Streep, thoughtful, nodded, "Well, Jimmy, anyone in the public eye faces moments where you choose to speak truth or stay silent. It's about standing by your principles even when it's tough." Kimmel's grin widened, but the warmth faded, his tone shifting. "Interesting, because I've heard you've got strong opinions on certain political figures. Care to share with our audience?" The question landed like a challenge, the air growing heavy. Streep's posture straightened, her voice measured. "Jimmy, I'm here to talk about my film, its themes. I'd rather keep the focus on the work." Kimmel leaned forward, his grin now unsettling. "Oh, come on, Meryl, our audience loves when stars get political. Don't you owe them your thoughts? You've never been shy before." The studio tensed, the audience sensing a shift from excitement to discomfort. Streep's voice stayed calm but steely. "There's a difference between opinions and using a promotional slot to corner someone. I'm here for a film about media ethics. Let's discuss that." Kimmel's chuckle was cold. Media responsibility, rich, coming from someone who lectures from award stages. "Tell me, Meryl, should celebrities stick to entertaining, or do they have a right to shape politics?" The jab was deliberate, designed to trap her, but Streep, a master of nuance, saw it coming, her voice careful. "Every citizen has a right to their views, but timing and place matter. This interview isn't the venue for the ambush you're trying." The word ambush hit Kimmel like a dart, his grin faltering briefly before twisting into a grimace. "Ambush? Strong word, Meryl. I'm just asking questions. Isn't that what journalists do? Thought you'd appreciate, given your movie." Streep's eyes sharpened. "There's a difference between questions and creating controversy. For laughs, good journalists inform, enlighten, they don't set traps." The studio grew eerily quiet, crew members pausing, cameras zooming on the tension. Kimmel's face hardened, his charm cracking. "You know what, Meryl," he said, voice colder, "maybe you're right. Let's talk your movie. This journalist you play, crusading, morally superior, based on anyone specific?" Streep's gaze flashed, dangerous. "Are you saying standing for ethics makes someone superior because you're proving my film's point better than I could?" Kimmel's voice rose. "I'm saying some in this town think they can lecture from ivory towers, acting like their opinions outweigh everyone's just because they memorize lines, cry on cue." The insult was sharp, meant to provoke, but Streep didn't flinch, leaning back, her voice cutting. "Interesting, from someone who mocks people's lives for a living. Do you ever think about the human behind your punchlines, or are they just content? The question struck deep. Kimmel's face flushed, his persona slipping. At least, I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I don't act like I'm saving the world while cashing $1 million checks. Streep's voice sliced through. There it is, the real Jimmy Kimmel, not the friendly host, but someone who resents successful women with opinions, who thinks earning money voids caring about issues. The accusation exploded, Kimmel's face paling, his mouth gaping, struggling for a retort. You want to talk resentment? Kimmel sputtered, voice cracking. You come on my show, act too good for simple questions, then psychoanalyze me on TV. Streep stayed calm, infuriating him. I'm not analyzing, I'm observing. You invited me to discuss work, then tried cornering me into sound bites. When I didn't play, you got hostile, that's fact. Kimmel's voice loudened, hostile. You threw ambush, media ethics, turned this into a lecture on integrity. Because that's my film's core, Streep replied, unwavering. You could have asked about my research, the director, the craft. Instead, you made it personal. Why, Jimmy? Kimmel gripped his desk, leaning forward. Your problem, Meryl, you think being a great actress makes you a great person, that crying in movies gives you moral authority to judge how others live. Streep's voice stayed even. I've never told anyone how to live, but I'll defend my right to opinions like any citizen. You have a show to attack me, I have to sit and smile. The audience was silent, transfixed, crew frozen, sensing a historic moment. Kimmel's laugh was bitter. Poor Meryl Streep, victim of mean Jimmy Kimmel. You're Hollywood's queen, acting oppressed because I asked tough questions. Streep's eyebrows rose. Tough questions, or a tantrum, because I won't perform on command. Kimmel's voice hitched. Perform. It's your job, Meryl, and you're nailing the victim role right now. Streep's voice turned icy. You're right, I'm an actress, and I spot bad acting. You're nice guy host, it's a performance, and it's not convincing. The insult landed like thunder. Kimmel's jaw dropped, cycling through shock, rage, his voice venomous. At least I don't hide behind fake tears, calling it art. I don't manipulate emotions for profit, acting like it's a favor. Streep's voice was lethal. Fake tears, that's what you think acting is. Fascinating, from someone whose career is mocking those who can't fight back. Kimmel shot up, chair rolling. You're fighting pretty well, Meryl, enjoying this drama for your movie's buzz. Streep stood, fury controlled. No, Jimmy, this is what I do when ambushed on TV, and refused to play your games. You mistake your platform for power, your audience for validation. Kimmel gestured wildly at the crowd. My audience, they came to laugh, not be lectured by someone who thinks she's above everyone. Streep's voice rose. I never said I'm better, but I'm better than this, sitting here while you tear me down for amusement. A host with integrity would be, too. Kimmel's face cycled colors, hands shaking. Integrity, you insult me, my audience, my work, and talk integrity. Streep corrected sharply. I insulted your behavior, not you. When behavior's consistently problematic, it's hard to separate the person. Kimmel's voice cracked. You know nothing about me, my work, my sacrifices. You judge from your mansion, while I connect with real Americans. Streep's laugh was sharp. Real Americans, the ones you mock nightly. I've met real Americans, worked with them. They've got more class than you're showing. The comparison hit hard. Kimmel tensed, voice raging. Class, classy people don't act like they own my stage. Lecturing, ethics, integrity. Streep fired back. Classy hosts don't humiliate guests for ratings, don't use their platform to settle scores or air insecurities. Kimmel stepped around his desk, closer to Streep, security shifting. nervously, your problem, Meryl, you've been surrounded by yes men. You forgot what it's like being challenged, treated like normal, not royalty. Streep didn't budge, and you've forgotten basic respect, hiding behind comedy, thinking cruelty's a punchline. Kimmel's voice boomed, cruelty, let's talk, the assistants you've fired, crew you've ignored, the little people you've stepped on. Streep's voice sliced, stop, Jimmy, you're clueless, embarrassing yourself, this isn't comedy, it's sad. The word, sad, broke Kimmel, his face contorted, rage exploding, sad, you think I'm sad. I built something real, I connect with people, make them laugh, what do? Pretend, for money, acting, important. Streep stood still, her voice clinical, Jimmy, you're proving my point, look at you, screaming, in front of your audience, your crew, is this who you want them to see? Kimmel hissed, finger jabbing, don't therapist me, you're not my friend, just an entitled star, telling me how to do my job. Streep's voice was calm, I'm not telling you how to work, I'm questioning if this is work, it looks like a breakdown. Kimmel's hands shook, breakdown, your act's breaking, your dignified Meryl Streep, routine, this is real life, actions have consequences. Streep nodded, they do, and tonight, everyone sees who you are when you think you've got power over someone. Kimmel's laugh was manic, power, I can end this interview, show everyone your true self. Streep cut in, to what? Throw a tantrum, proving you're the insecure bully people suspected, well done, Jimmy. Kimmel's face purpled, voice low, get off my stage. The studio froze, cameras silent, Streep tilted her head, excuse me. You heard me, Kimmel snarled, get off my stage, my show, my studio, now. Streep's posture shifted, radiating defiance, your stage, this is TV, Jimmy, it's the networks, the viewers, you're just paid to sit there, and you're failing miserably. Kimmel bellowed, security, remove her immediately. Security, in dark suits, moved toward the stage, hesitant, their discomfort clear, removing Meryl Streep wasn't in their playbook. Streep watched, calm, you're seriously having me escorted out for not letting you bully me, for calling out your behavior. Kimmel spat, my solution is removing toxic people, entitled stars, disrespecting me, my audience, my work. Streep's voice carried amazement, toxic, I came to talk, my movie, you ambushed, attacked, screamed like a child, and I'm toxic. Security reached the stage, uncertain, glancing between Streep and Kimmel, hoping for de-escalation. Kimmel, seeing their pause, roared, did I stutter? Remove her, she's trespassing, disrupting my show. Streep interjected, I'm sitting, answering questions. You're the disruptor, making a scene, you'll regret this tomorrow. Kimmel's voice weakened, I'll never regret getting rid of a pretentious, condescending, self-righteous. Streep's voice cut through, stop talking, you're embarrassing yourself, your show, your crew, look at your audience, see admiration or horror at what you've become. Kimmel glanced at the crowd, crew, band, their faces drained him, his fight fading, but desperation surged, get her out, he pleaded to security, please. Streep stood, slowly, gathering her purse with dignity, I'll save the trouble, I wouldn't stay another second if paid, but everyone, remember what you saw, a professional woman doing her job, and a man in power trying to humiliate her for not playing his games. She faced the audience, ignoring Kimmel, you saw a platform used to attack, not inform someone, confuse a microphone for authority, and what happens when they're challenged by someone unbowed. Kimmel weakly finished, Meryl. Streep's gaze was pitying, I'm done, Jimmy, but are you, after tonight, when everyone sees how you act without control, will they still watch someone who treats guests like this? She walked to the stage's edge, head high, turning back, good luck to to your bosses tomorrow." She exited, leaving Kimmel alone on his stage, facing a silent crowd, a stunned crew, cameras capturing his unraveling, a man realizing he'd made the career-defining mistake. The fallout was instant. Clips went viral within minutes, millions of views, #Kimmel exposed, #Meryl Strong, trending globally, fans, industry voices, hailing Streep's composure, tearing into Kimmel's cruelty. Leaks from crew revealed Kimmel's pre-show plan to push Meryl, ignoring producer pleas to respect her film's focus, a staffer admitting Jimmy wanted controversy, not truth. The network issued a vague, reviewing statement, but insiders said executives were livid, some pushing for Kimmel's firing, ratings plummeting as viewers rejected his tactics. Publicists blacklisted Jimmy Kimmel Live, refusing to risk clients in Kimmel's crosshairs. Streep's team noted Meryl appreciates the support, is focused on her work. Streep saying only, "I stood for respect, that's enough." The clash redefined Kimmel's image, his friendly host persona exposed as a mask for a man undone by his need to dominate, crumbling against Streep's unyielding grace. Streep's stand became industry legend for facing down a bully with poise and power. Kimmel's apology, days later, blaming a heated moment, was mocked, comments praising Streep's class, demanding his accountability, his career teetering as sponsors pulled back. The confrontation exposed the dangers of talk shows as battlegrounds where hosts wield platforms like weapons. Streep's exit wasn't defeat, it was victory, proving dignity outlasts spectacle, integrity overpowers ego. This was a reckoning for late-night TV, a reminder respect isn't optional, even under bright lights. Could anyone match Meryl Streep's masterful handling of Jimmy Kimmel's attack that night? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more shocking Hollywood tales, hit that bell, we'll catch you in the next one.